Now I'd like to move on to our final keynote speaker of this ceremony before moving on to the actual opening of the business school. And our final keynote speaker will be talking about the role of business courses in the economic development of countries. Our Professor Hykmete Bajrami is a professor of marketing at the University of Pristina, and she began her political career, first of all, as a member of parliament, and then as the Minister of Trade and Industry from 2014 to 2017. She was then the Minister of Education, Science, Technology, and Innovation. And then finally, in June 2020, she started her term of office as the Minister of Finance for the Republic of Kosovo. Please therefore welcome on stage Her Excellency, Professor Hykmete Bajrami from the Republic of Kosovo. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, dear General Secretary, dear Presidents, Prime Ministers, Minister, dear Rector, dear Professors, dear investors, angel investors, and dear guests. I feel really privileged to be part of this very important event. I would say after too many events and organizations, the WBIF opening the business school is one of the most remarkable events, and I feel really privileged to be among you and to take part at this event. So regarding the relationship and regarding the role of the business courses in economic development, I'm going to talk in a few coming minutes. Dear guests, as you already know, the world experience, but also the history and the literature on economic growth and development of the countries suggest that education in general and business education in particular are positively related to countries' development capacities. So business courses and business educations are considered as a critical determinant of the quality of the human capital and as a prerequisite for economic development. Moreover, business courses equip individuals with required capabilities and skills to engage in innovation and entrepreneurship, and also in creating a business ecosystems that support startups and innovation, while also creating economic development opportunities at the national level, for which WBIF stands. A typical example, I would say, of a successful entrepreneurial innovation ecosystem is Stanford University. So if we take Stanford, it played a significant role on the birth of Silicon Valley. Stanford University's entrepreneurs have generated revenues of $2.7 trillion annually and have created around 5.4 billion jobs. A few years ago, a study suggested that if Stanford entrepreneurs would comprise the country, then it would be ranked as the world's 10th largest economy. So this is how important it is to have, top universities and top schools in order to help the ecosystem and help the entrepreneur skills. There are no innovative or entrepreneurial ecosystems that without a first-class universities. So if we want to make a Silicon Valley, we definitely don't need to have just one school, but we need to have one of the top handful in the world. So when linking education to ecosystem growth or development research studies have used average years or schooling and the level of students' cognitive skills or the human capital in order to see the linkages and to provide us with evidence how important and how these factors have an impact in the country's development. Education, and especially business education, is suggested to provide individuals with opportunities, recognition, capabilities thus providing higher changes in engaging in and successfully seizing innovative entrepreneurial opportunities. At the country level, it has been argued that higher educational rate for educational capitals provide better conditions for more entrepreneurial activities and provide the platform towards building an innovative ecosystem. Research studies also argue that education improves the chances of an individual to success in entrepreneur ventures. In this regard, the role of business courses in creating a precondition for sustainable and long-term perspective economic development is inevitable. The number of high-growth firms, those that create larger number of jobs in a country, is positively influenced by higher level of education. At the same time, education is considered as a long-term investment and valuable individual characteristic in the job market. I mean, we all know that individual wages compensation in the labor market usually reflects also their education attainments. Individuals with an extensive background on business courses, especially entrepreneurship courses, tend to start businesses with high potential returns, leading to higher job developments. As the opportunity costs of an individual with higher education levels are higher compared to those who have lower education levels, only high return venture might motivate highly educational entrepreneurs to start businesses. So as far as we increase the level of education of the people in a young country, we expect to have more innovative and more high return on investment entrepreneur ventures. So in order to justify their careers, their career switch, new entrepreneurs with high business education level should realize higher returns compared to the entrepreneurs with less investment in business education. It is expected that individuals with high education level will most probably engage in high growth entrepreneur where the gains exceed the higher opportunity costs of pulling out a wage in the labor market. Hence, it is understandable to expect to find a positive, significant relationship between business education and business entrepreneurial growth aspiration. Higher level of business educations are associated with higher firm growth aspiration and also economic development chances at the country level. Education has also lots of positive side effects. One of them is being able to build social skills and capital, which enables entrepreneurs to better mobilize resources successfully and run ventures. In innovation-driven development economies, every sixth young entrepreneur has completed a higher level of education compared to every 15th young entrepreneur in the developing countries. So this shows the best how important is for young people who are aspiring to go into the business world, how important is to engage in these courses and really be able to develop the kind of skills that the market is seeking for. In order to summarize, I mean, education has a positive effect on framing entrepreneurial growth and aspiration in both innovative-driven and efficiency-driven economies. I mean, these are common findings in research, but also in the practice, worldwide history. The more educated entrepreneurs we have, more educated with business courses, are perhaps more alert to new market opportunities and better equipped with growth to grow their ventures that positively impact the economic development. Finally, business education is expected to improve individual skills and therefore perceived capabilities to run and grow businesses, which also have a significant influence in business growth and also country's economic development. Therefore, I would say also that a government policy intervention in this regards would be to incentivize individuals to attend business schools, equip themselves with business education, and engage more actively in entrepreneurial activities. A government activity relevant to this would be to increase cooperation with higher education institutions, offering business courses and establishment of the university business incubators that would host growth-oriented entrepreneurial ventures. This improving economic prospects of the developing countries. So this is all for me. Once again, congratulations to you all. Congratulations to you Bajbars for all the efforts putting on this. I'm really looking forward to my course, which is marketing skills in this in the digital area, which is very important, having in mind that all the businesses are operating in a highly competitive market, and having the consumers in the center and their level of satisfaction is really a very important factor in order to be able to succeed in a competitive ecosystem market. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again.